I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tataru accompany you? She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp on the practical challenges we may encounter. Hmm? We are rather close to Kurthus, aren't we? We'd best see to our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for every eventuality. Let's go, Fen. I've 101 things to discuss with Slap. I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Kurthus, then the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. We'll also see about finding a room for an infirmary, as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favor. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil. I am certain headquarters will say the same. There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at Siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of the more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you may try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for a lost cause. I survived this long by trusting my instincts. My instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Ishgard sounds like a red mess. But that ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to the scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plants. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wilfred was there with the fourth that day, and I want to know what you've seen of him since. Have you? God damn it. I feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed them all. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilfred stopped turning up for duty, them black market weapons went missing from the vaults in Ulda. So now, of course, half of the Braves suspect the lad had taken off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in the crew, Wilred's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp among wolves. But the boy's got passion, and he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rub us and bugger up like that. He ain't the type. And then, and this is just between you and me, mind, there's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he'd noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Aye. There's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on, and I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Wilfred. Any road. I've got a war to rage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. It'd be easier. I'll be seeing you then. An angular adventurer. volunteer my services in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers, and I do not mean to offer them mine. 'Twas to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventure in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddle behind an icy wall. Sell me blade to the Ishgardians. Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay me fair share. The coin was good. I've worked for one of them knights before, you know. Watched me like a bloody hulk, he did. Still, I'd put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. So Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, huh? I'm not sure I like the sound of this siege. Those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. But I pledge myself to the guard of Verdun's toll. Modest work though it is, I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do. What did you learn? There you are, then. So, did she sway any hearts? Maybe 2 people? 1 or 2, huh? Well, add it to mine. That makes 3 or 4, not including Slapworn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say 1 Revenant's Toll veteran is worth a dozen clinking knights at least. Oh, I've been so caught up with recruiting that I almost forgot. There's been word from Alpha now. Apparently, the Alliance leaders are convening in Ul'dah to discuss Ishgard's plight, and they've requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, you'd best make your way to Ul'dah. You'll be late. Alphino said that he would meet you at the Royal Promenade. Is it promenade or promenade? Bartholomew, long time no see. My apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I'd hoped to proceed with these negotiations 1 leader at a time, but it seems my urgent request for an audience had prompted the gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The Alliance leaders are already seated within. Let us join them, shall we? Indeed.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Brave's intervention.
Ul'dah has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but 2 of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again. If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. But I fear we have been left with little alternative. We cannot abandon Lord Hoshafon and Sir Emmerich to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzea's guardians. Captain Ilvid, what news? The assault has begun? Yeah, but we have but this moment concluded the audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit is to join House Dunader at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights and thin the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I am able. Then, I would have you and your adventure allies bolster the fences at the Steps of Faith. Report first to Sir Marcelane at the Gates of Judgment. He will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Marcelane, how's it going? You are the appointed captain of the Sellsword contingent. Then welcome. There's no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the Central Highlands. I have assigned the Crystal Braves, and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered ranks, and, for the present, I would have you join them. This, of course, is merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the Steps of Faith to continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once the advanced skirmishers are slain. Yeah, sure, bruv. No problem. Damn dragons! Ugh. Alright, you damn dirty dragons. Prepare to die. Yeah, they can barely even hurt us. Alright, Assault Wyvern. Alright. Horde Scout. Die. Okay, I'll take that one out too, why not? Let's go and grab that one too while we're at it. A Horde Commander! Well. Alright. Gents. Mercilane. What news, adventurer? The reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Japanian devils. Damn their scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows when the battles come. With the steps of faith. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the Sea of Clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call the Daffin's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, the thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. Yet three yet remain, and we have dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask that you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outermost ward. I should hope that it includes us as well, yes? The Scions of the Seventh Dawn? We should not stand idly well while the Horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed! To do otherwise would go against all Master Louis Swart taught us. As for where we may be of most assistance, I think it prudent to divide into two groups. Ida and I will join the rear guard. Right. If the dragon should reach us, we'll be sure to give them what for. Thank you, all of you. Pray speak with me again when your preparations are complete, and together we shall stand against the Horde. Marceline, I trust you're already ready. Good. Come, let us make for the battlefield. Let us make for the battle. Okay, he has both eyes, so that's not an doubt. So that's good. We claim victory this day, or Ishgard falls. Accept the fury into your hearts and defend the bridge with your life's blood. Oh, so they made this not a raid anymore. They mean to destroy the wards of Deacon's Colony, but not a single dragon pass.
Shall we? I shall make it quick.
Start taxing on the dragon, we go. Oh, good. They're part of my group.
Isa! To me!
Fish up, huh? Okay, nice. I do like that they've made some of these solo duties. Wouldn't it be easier to just destroy the bridge itself? Okay, let's do this.
No holding back.
Okay, we've got whole transcendence over there. Okay, that will at least give them some healing if they can benefit from it. I don't know if they can, actually. That should help, though.
This one'll sting.
Oh, looks like Obsidian's here. Okay, let's do this. I might have to play a higher DPS class for this. Alright, to the final ward we go. Hey, it looks like Obsidian's probably gonna kill it. Shield Dragon, eh? Sort of will give you more DPS if you are able to hit at least 2 enemies with it. Doing his flame breath. Do what we can. Okay, I might not have the DPS. But we'll find out. Oh yeah, we should have this thing back. Alright, there we go. The dragons, they're withdrawing. Victory is ours. One of Nidog's greatest champions, slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidog? Why did you not join your minions and make this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter. I shall slay Iceheart. And all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Nidog. And only your death will sate my lands. Come on, come on, come on. No. Come on. Glorian, the dragons are routed, lest you wonder. The fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my crystal braves are not found wanting. Commander Lebelier, Glorian. True to your word, you arrived to aid us, just in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks with proper courtesy. I too would offer my thanks, Lorian. Through your deeds, we have achieved a victory of singular importance. With the Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire. Step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. And, as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. It is a hope that that shall sustain us in the days to come, and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilberd back to Ulda, and reassign those braves whose squads suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest in the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person.